Greetings and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Dungeons, the Dark Lord. Right, more boxes please, always more boxes. Right. So the capacity of this room is now 30, so I need more boxes. Ever more boxes. And right now the room is 40, so it should have more than enough for everything. I also have plenty of gold, so I should really invest in some improvements in skills. Let's boost my intelligence a bit. And maybe give myself a little bit more strength in the flash magics. I don't want to kill him. Oh, damn, I killed him. Alright, well, same thing applies for the library. Let's get this small lectern going. Some bookcases. And some chairs.
You have opened a new entrance, Master.
I'm being swarmed by the pitiless heroes. Alright, let's put some more prestige in here. And let's also put a clump of gold over here. Oh, you silly boy. No, I can't do those yet. I also have a couple of spells in my inventory. I'll most likely forget I have these, but they're useful to have. As well as the potions. Yeah, the potions are actually a very nice addition, because it doesn't rely on me having the heal spell available. Since I don't think any of the heroes I'm gonna, or any of the companions I'm gonna find, will actually have a healing ability. Yeah, they are not heroes. That much is certain.
Excellent. I can still master the basics of dungeon construction. I could mess around here a little more, or I could head on and leave the dungeon via the stairs.
Yeah, go when we are ready. I want to kick some more ass. Alright, I'm ready. Let's just go. Taking the stairs down. Victoire. Alright, let's continue.
Where am I? A new level. Very interesting. My dungeon heart, and of course all my gimmicks, look a bit different here. But the effect is the same.
Yeah, it looks a bit chilly, though. I'm not entirely sure what this tile set is called. I think it is the ice or crystal tile set. I know it has an official name, but still.
Keeps me from proceeding. I don't see any obvious way to move on. There is a dungeon heart there, but as it is, it's completely unusable. There's granite everywhere. And my goblins can't remove it, even under threat of physical violence.
Well, might as well go there anyway.
There is a monster shelter right here in my area of influence. Because of this monster shelter, I can build monster pentagrams of the corresponding type. It also provides me with valuable population points. Population points allow me to build monster pentagrams, which in turn will spawn monsters. These monsters fight against all heroes that venture close by. The type of monster pentagrams I can build is determined by my monster shelters. Pentagrams also have the advantage that they expand the area of influence of my dungeon, thus opening up new territory. I'll set up a few pentagrams with my available resources in order to expand my dungeon and acquire a suitable territory for it.
Sounds sensible enough. Yeah, I really like this tutorial much better because there is no Mr. Sidekick in it. Ah, so soothing for the ears. Anyway, this frozen amphitheater gives us snow lions. These creatures are rarely seen in an ice desert and at the same time are keen carnivores. Many a hiker has been on the road during a snowstorm, stretched out their hand because they could no longer see anything through the snow, and presto, the hand was gone. A type of finger food, so to speak. This type of monster is very weak, therefore their pentagrams dramatically expand the dungeon's field of vision and area of influence. That's handy to know. That I won't have to guess every time I get into a new desert.
The pentagram has to be activated by one of my goblins first, before it can do its job. Of course that means there must be a connection between my dungeon heart and the new pentagram.
Right, so let's get some goblins. And we have... I'm gonna save my gold for the moment.
Every pentagram costs me a certain amount of population points, so I need to think carefully about how many of these pentagrams to build. Ah, here's another monster shelter. I shall acquire it by bringing it into my area of influence.
Well, let's do that then. What's my current goblin limit? It's 2. No, that's not much.
Actually, I can't really use this monster shelter. Maybe I should just replace it. Fortunately, you can build over an unsuitable monster shelter, replacing it with a much more useful one.
Which is also a new effect. That you can actually replace monster shelters you don't want. This costs money, of course. Alright, so what do I want? Let's see, preferably one that gives me quite a range. Let's see, I have no idea what's coming. Let's see, the class comes is a thief. Thieves are... Let's just build snow scorpions then.
Ah, a ready-made dungeon. Very nice. All I have to do is bring the gimmicks here into my area of influence, and soon it will be all mine. I think I'll just take over the whole dungeon.
Good idea. Let's do that. It's also a little bit more easy to see if you can place a pentagram or not, given that you don't have to watch the surrounding area to see a change in color. Right. Now, let's see. Just make sure that we are expanding everywhere. We are running out of gold a little bit. And we also have access to the ice monster. Just more scorpions. Nice and cheap. Could really do with some gold though. Completely take over the abandoned dungeon. Well, haven't I done that? I suppose I've not quite taken this one over. That's all my gold, so I'd better have taken that all over.
Apparently some heroes have got lost in the underworld. That one there looks like he's really spoiling for a fight. How cute. The hero has a need to cause damage. That means he likes to bash monsters over the head with his weapon. To help him satisfy this need, monsters who inflict little damage and can take a lot would be ideal. Thanks to this monster shelter, I now conveniently have exactly the right kind of monster. I might just give the heroes a little something to do in order to get hold of some delicious soul energy. But I mustn't forget that part of the soul energy will be lost if one of my unreliable monsters defeats a hero.
Yep, well that's pretty much true. I'm currently out of money though, so he's just gonna have to be satisfied with scorpions. But it looks like he will have... he will get enough satisfaction out of that. Well, maybe. I mean, it would be nice. I can destroy it, but it doesn't give me all the gold back, so... it doesn't really help all that much. But I have enough scorpions in the dungeon, so he should be fine. Alright, he's satisfied, so let's go and read him.
A new visitor. This one has a strange need for punishment. Probably he wants to show off his heavy armor. I should send a monster to fight him that does exactly the kind of damage that his armor absorbs best. When I really think about it, monsters can actually be divided into various groups. Monsters who inflict little damage, but can take quite a bit. They're very good at stopping heroes and satisfying their need for doing damage. Monsters who dish out mostly physical damage. They're just the job for heroes in heavy armor, who can take an awful lot of stick. Monsters who are particularly effective against several opponents. They're ideal for fighting enemy monsters or larger groups of heroes. Monsters who aren't very strong fighters, but whose pentagram expands my dungeon's area of influence dramatically. And of course, monsters that just soak up a lot of punishment. They serve to keep heroes and other enemies busy for as long as possible, until I can deal with the problem myself. But now I'd better get back to the heroes.
Yep. Well, I don't really have monsters that suit that need, because that would require me to actually build ice terrors, I think. Yeah. But I don't have the ice terrors yet. Alright, so...
There is a much better and more amusing way to get soul energy out of heroes. Torture devices. I can easily select one of the heroes languishing in a cell to torture. With the insidious and wicked torture devices, it's possible to get more soul energy out of a hero than he actually has. It just takes a bit longer.
Yep, that's also true. And a new feature in this expansion, especially with all the specials. And let's put a special in here. Alright, so there she is. No. You're... Darn. Alright, and you... And we have gold again. Alright. So now I can finally put these guys over in this library. And in my dungeon I will want a torture device, in this case the TV. Right. You can languish just regularly. Get over here. Let's see, let's expand my goblin limit, because they will need to be fast enough. Right, you can get tortured. And the heroes have leveled. I can't raise level.
The hero level just went up. All the heroes in the dungeon, and all those to come, will be significantly stronger from now on. Heroes at higher levels can also develop new needs, so I should always keep an eye on them. Monsters also have a level. It's a good idea to make sure that the level of my monsters is always about the same as the level of my heroes. If the monsters are too weak, the heroes won't be able to satisfy their needs properly, and I will get hardly any soul energy. But if the monsters are too strong, they will kill the heroes, and I won't get much soul energy either. A vicious circle.
Yeah, you could call it that. Alright, let's expand the dungeon a little bit. Alright, so can I now raise the level? Yep, I can.
Now thieves, I am told, have a peculiar need to disarm traps. I think I'll place a few traps in my dungeon. Some traps will be good for my dungeon anyway, because they cause damage to heroes that stumble into them, but not to thieves. They collect prestige instead. Rather nice. But I must be careful, because the thieves will try to disarm my traps. Disarmed traps have to be reset by one of my goblins.
Right then. We're getting all the amenities today. Well, let's put a treacherous bear trap here. And that's all the gold I have available. Right, you 2, 3 can come join the hospitality of my dungeon for a bit. Yay.
A champion has entered the dungeon. Those obnoxious goody-goodies always come sniffing around when too many heroes fail to return from my dungeon. Unfortunately, those wretched champions don't have any needs, except maybe to destroy my dungeon heart. And on top of everything else, these idiots insist on releasing imprisoned heroes whenever they stumble upon them. I'd better deal with him at once.
Yeah, well, I was intending to. Although this is a much better explanation as to why champions keep appearing in your dungeon than was given previously. Alright, let's get out of here.
Oh, I beat a key out of the champion. I should be able to open the gate easily with it. I'd better get moving and find out what's hiding behind the gate.
Yep. Alright, so we have gained a new spell that teleports Back to the dungeon heart, which is fine. And we can now leave.
Master, a hero is completely satisfied. Better take care of him.
Yes, unfortunately that is foreshadowing of the worst kind. Let's just go. Might as well finish this level off and see what happens next.
I'm in an enemy area of influence here. I should be very careful. My prestige has much less effect here than it would in my area of influence. I think I should look for the cause of this area of influence.
Yep.
Master, a hero is completely satisfied. Better take care of him.
I like having the ranged abilities.
This pentagram is probably the remains of a long-forgotten dungeon. I should definitely make it my own. Fortunately, that is easily accomplished by using my Convert Pentagram spell. After that, the pentagram is mine. However, the spell will be interrupted if I am attacked. So I'll try to deal with those monsters first.
Well, I've already done that, but sure. So just convert the pentagram, which will take a moment. Yeah, I heard it ring. I'm gonna finish this level, I think.
One of your monsters has just killed a hero.
Whoosh! Suddenly I see.
Excellent! Now the pentagram and everything in its area of influence belongs to me! Oh, the gate has opened. I think I'll move on.
Yes, good idea. No need to stay in the tutorial longer than you need to. And that is the end of the tutorial, indeed. No continue button, which would have been convenient. So instead, let's go back to the main menu. And this is where I'll leave you today. Thank you for watching. See what happens next time.